right, what's up, Bulldogs? So I've got some sad news to give you guys. I failed on 75 hard. Now it's not the reason why you might think that I failed on 75 hard. I did not give up. I did not make a mistake and forget to do something. I didn't cheat on my diet. None of those things. It's a long story. So on Saturday, was it April 12th, I had signed up to do a Spartan race, a Spartan super race here in San Diego. And I was pretty excited about it. You know, I didn't train specifically for the Spartan race. I've been running. I've been hitting the gym every day with 75 hard. I was on day 63 of 75 hard, so almost at the end. And anyway, I figured I'd just do this Spartan race. It's like 6.2 miles. It's a Spartan 10K, 23 obstacles or 26 obstacles, something like that. Nothing super challenging, but I thought it'd be fun, right? You know, I'm training, I'm running, getting in good shape, doing 75 hard. And so I went out there to go do the race, and my plan with doing this race was there's no need to prove anything. You're not, didn't train for the events. You don't even know what the obstacles are. I kind of wanted it to be a surprise. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go out there. I'm going to take it nice and slow. I'm not, actually the beginning of the race was a big uphill climb. So I was like, okay, I know that most people are not going to be prepared for this. However, I am. And so I know I need to be going slow up this hill. So anyway, that was the plan. Just hit the obstacles, just try to get a decent time, just run my race. And so, I got in the first mile or so. It was pretty funny when I started on the race. Everyone was passing me. So many people were passing me. It was just crazy. And then as we got up the hill and we got past the first mile and we got to the downhill, I just started flying past everyone, right? So I passed like 100 people. So all these people that were passing me, I passed them and more. Then we get to the first obstacle, and this is where I made the first mistake here. So it's a 7-foot wall. It's a pretty big wall, all right? I climb up, I jump up, boom, pull myself up on top of the wall. I get on top of the wall, and for some reason, I can't tell you why, I jump off. I jumped off the wall. 7 feet in the air. I'm 240 pounds on hard-ass ground, right? This is a hard trail, dirt trail. It had no give at all. It was not like jumping on grass. Even then, even jumping down to grass would have been stupid, but this was exceptionally dumb. My feet, it felt like I did a belly flop on the bottom of my feet. Like I got beat with a rubber hose on the bottom of my feet. Both of my feet, bam, slammed into the ground. I was like, fuck, that was stupid, right? I was like, oh shit, I may have shattered my feet. Right? Because it hurt bad. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep on running. This sucks. Like the rest of this race, and 1 mile in, I got 5 more miles, essentially maybe 6. And I'm just going to have to deal with this. This sucks, right? I hope I didn't break my feet, right? But there's no point stopping now. So I keep running, get to the second obstacle. I can't even remember. Some kind of wall thing to climb up. No problem there. Get to the third obstacle. It's a variation of the monkey bars, right? I forget what they call it, like the twister or something like that. And it's these handholds that you grab, and then it twists, and then the next one becomes available, right? You just go like that, okay? Not something super challenging. I can do 15 pull-ups. I'm 240 pounds, okay? Not a problem. And I'm talking full extension pull-ups. So I got the upper body strength, but ever since I tore my pec way back, like what's that, 15, 20 years ago, the bicep insert to the from the upper pec here, like it's on this side, but it's gone on this side, right? So the upper pec completely tore. So ever since then, like doing one arm type of things has been a challenge for me. I haven't really been able to do the monkey bars, but I figured, okay, I got strong, whatever. And so, and also coming into this, my bicep tendon was hurting, but I was trying to get it repaired. So anyway, I was like, okay, I went to go do this thing. I was like, okay, let me just do it somewhat carefully. And if I can't do it, I can't do it. And I got to the end, to the very last one, and I'm holding on with my right arm, and I'm about to swing to hit the bell, which is, you completed it, and I hear a pop, a very familiar pop, because I've heard that pop so long ago when I tore my pec. So I was like, fuck, I tore my bicep. But the weakness, my arm immediately went weak. I fell to the ground. I was like, fuck, I tore my bicep. This sucks. It's like, Jesus Christ, please. Like, why? Right? So, anyway, I go do the penalty run because I still got to run extra because I didn't beat the obstacle. Right? So, penalty run for this one is to grab 2 big kettlebells and run, or to go around that. So, I'm like, shit, I just tore my bicep. Now I got to grab 2 big kettlebells. Fine. I grab them. I go around the thing. I'm like, all right, you know what? I need to finish this race. This sucks. I'm only 2 miles in. I've messed up one of my arms, and my feet are freaking hurting so bad. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna block this stuff out. Just run my race. Whatever. I'll deal with the problems afterwards. Hopefully, it's not too bad of a tear. I didn't see any internal bleeding. So tendon did not totally rupture. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I can't deal with this now. So I keep running. Get to the next obstacle. I think it's some other kind of wall. Easily clear that. We hit another monkey bar one this time. I tried it a little bit just to see and I was like, oh no, there's no way. So just ran around that. Kept going. Was doing good. Passing all kinds of people. The obstacles I could get over, I was getting over with one arm. Had some more walls I had to climb up, and I was just kind of barely using the right arm, but I was doing it. And then I get to the sandbags. So this obstacle, all you have to do, this is obstacle 13, right? And this is like 5 miles in. So there's only 1 mile left, and the rest of the obstacles are on the way. So this is the fun part, right? So get to the sandbags, right? Pick up my 60-pound sandbag. I got to take it up this hill. It's a pretty long trek. You got to take it all the way up this hill and then down this hill and drop it off, right? So I'm like, okay, go for this thing. I jog a little ways with it, with going up the hill. Then I realized when the hill got really steep, there's no jogging up this part. That's fine. It's okay. My feet are still hurting. All right, so I walk it up the hill. I get up to the top of the hill. Okay, just got to go down. That's it. So I'm heading to go down the hill. And this is where I really screwed up bad. And I got the 60-pound sack on my shoulder. And I'm just burning. I mean, people are struggling with this thing, and I'm just cruising with this thing, right? Because I'm 240 pounds. So I could, 60 pounds more is not that much more for me. So there's a couple of people in front of me going down. They're walking down the hill. I'm like, I could jog down this hill. Downhill is my thing. I'm good at downhill, right? So I have the sack on my shoulder. I start to jog downhill, not fast, just like a little trot down the hill. And boom, as soon as I start to jog, I lose traction. I didn't have my correct shoes on. I didn't have my trail shoes on, and it was, loose dirt, and just stupid. And I fall forward. I thought let me see. Did I fall forward or backwards? It's so hard to know now because it just was, my life flashed before my eyes for a second there. But yeah, actually, no, I fell backwards because I fell on my butt. So I lost traction and my feet kicked out from underneath me, kind of. I don't know exactly how this happened, but to the side on the left, there was this sort of perimeter they made that was roped off with some rebar in the ground. And I don't know, it happened so damn fast, but as I was falling, I was like, shit, the bar, and my leg went into the bar, and I was on the ground. And I thought for a second, I didn't want to look at my knee. I didn't want to look at my leg because I thought the bar is in my leg. I that's how it felt. It felt like the bar's in my leg. I was like, fuck, man, this is dumb, right? And I look over, and my knee, there's no bar in there, but my kneecap is destroyed. It does not look, I don't know. I mean, there's so much pain. It's the person next to me stops. They try to, they just see me falling down. I don't know if they even saw me hit the bar. I should have got their name. I should have asked so I could get more information. But the dude is like, great guy. He's like, are you okay? Right? I'm like, oh, my knee. I fucked up my knee. I thought it was just one of those things where you just, at first, like, it feels like, when you just slammed your knee into something, and you need a minute or so. And so, but it's not getting better, right? And, so I'm like, okay, guy, like, you just need to go. Cause like, he's trying to help me up. I'm like, I can't get up, and I was like, I don't want you to lose your race. Like, you go. Don't worry about me. And he's like, okay, I'll go get help. I'll get help when I come down. Right. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at my knee. If I bend it slightly, the kneecap pops up out of the skin. Like there's no blood, but it's just, I just know, I know I wrecked myself here because that bar, it did something on my knee. I think it went under my kneecap. I don't even know. It was just, I'm like I didn't get impaled by the bar, in fact. So they have to get a souped up golf cart with these traction tires. They get that and they got to pick me up, right? I don't even know how I got into the car. They're like, oh, we might have to send this other. I'm like, no. We'll figure out a way to get me into this car. So they lift me up. They set me in it backwards. They take me over to the medical tent. My wife is, of course, there. She's waiting for me. And so I have to call her, and I'm like, oh, man. She's like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at the medical tent. So she comes over to the medical tent. They try to put me in some kind of brace. They're like, oh, we've got an ambulance. Do you want an ambulance? I'm like, no, I don't. They're like, how are you going to get to the hospital? You need to go to the hospital. And so then my wife's here, So anyway, I convinced them to let me get in the car with her. I don't even know how we did that. We splintered up my leg, went to urgent care. They did x-rays and everything. And so that's where I'm at. Is now I've got an orthopedic appointment tomorrow. By the time you see this, I'll know what the results are. But it's pretty clear that I tore my bicep. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but it's not as bad. It's probably one that potentially could do without surgery. I don't know. I'll have them check it out because most of the muscle's still attached. So maybe that will grow back. I don't know. When I tore my pec, it completely tore and it reattached at a lower spot. So maybe I'll get them to fix that if I can. But the knee, that's the thing I'm worried about is the knee. So I just so that's why I failed 75 hard. That night when I got back from urgent care, I was like, okay, I'm not done. I'm not done with 75 hard. I'm going to keep doing this. I'll figure out a way. I'm on day 63. So I drank my gallon of water. And I had already had one workout because I ran 5 miles. So I needed my second workout. But I was like, I can't move. I can't do anything. I can't do push-ups. I can't walk. I had to have crutches. I was like, what could I do? I can't even do yoga. Maybe I could do some light impact stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe I didn't even want to get on the ground because I was afraid if I got on the ground, I would not be able to get back up because how am I going to get back up, right? So I was like, okay, I'll do crunches on the couch for 45 minutes. I start doing crunches, do 20 more. And then all of a sudden my abs start Charlie horsing. And I was like, there's no point. It sucks to fail at 75 hard at day 63. And my wife, bless her heart, Nicole, she's like, oh no, you counted as 2 workouts. You're okay. You don't have to, anyone would excuse you. And I'm like, I can't excuse myself. 75 hard is very clear on what the rules are. It's what I agreed to. I didn't agree to some modified version of the rules. This is what I said I was going to do. And so I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but I didn't do it. And I came to the conclusion, maybe somehow I could push my way through some kind of workout that night, but what am I going to do the next day? The next day was Sunday. I was supposed to do my long run. I'm like, am I going to walk around the neighborhood in crutches and then what? And then do it twice? And that's my workout? It's whatever I was going to do, I was going to risk injuring myself, falling over, whatever, stupidity. I've already done enough stupid. Now I just have to accept my fate. And so that's what I decided to do was I decided to bow out and say, okay, 75 hard, fail at day 63 out of 75. Wow. When I feel better, I'll start over. So that's where I'm at. It's, I'm trying to keep a positive spirit. I'm upset. Obviously, I've been working so hard for all this stuff. I wanted to run a marathon. I've been training, running every day, going to the gym every single day, just hitting my macros with protein, and now I'm kind of a cripple, and I don't know what the fate. I mean, I really hope that my knee will be all right without surgery, but it did not look good. It does not. My leg is completely swollen up. I'm taking some peptides to help. Hopefully that will help with the healing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll see tomorrow. I'm sure they'll want to do an MRI, and then I'll get to see what happens. But I mean, I've decided that if I am going to get surgery, and surgery is recommended or whatever for the bicep, or hopefully it's not for the knee, but if I am, then I'm probably just going to try and get it all done. I'm probably going to try and get everything fixed, get the pec actually fixed after 20 years, if they can still do that, and then just be out 6 months recovering. And then when I come back, It's gonna be fucking 100 billion% Bulldog mindset, fucking up everything. You know, just gonna hit it hard. Gonna race hard. Gonna do some ultras. Gonna train like I've never trained before. You know, safely. Not gonna do anything stupid, but yeah. So, in one way, I am disheartened, but in another way, I am inspired. You know, because I'm not gonna let this stop me. It sucks. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't suck, but yeah, but that's where I'm at. You know, and then I don't know. It's another video, but as far as the future of this channel, I'm not looking at stats anymore. Not for a while. Once a week, I'm going to look at stats on the YouTube. That was the commitment I made with this group that I'm in. Because it's not looking good here either. So it's like this year is the year of testing. It's been, oh, I don't know. A lot of shit going wrong, but what's my tattoo say? It says pronoia, right? So what does that mean? That means that everything works for my good, right? It means that the universe is conspiring for me. So somehow all of these events are connected in such a way that will produce the best outcome. If you guys want to join the fight, join the Bulldog Mindset membership. If not, that's cool. I get it. It's totally fine. You know, I'm going to keep making these videos for now. We'll see. I mean, I guess that's what I was going to say with the futures of this channel is I might be coming back to the high quality videos soon. We'll see. I got to figure some shit out first and get some stuff going, and then I'm gonna have to make some changes. So see you tomorrow.